It's a great pleasure to welcome Shenge Buthelezi, the Managing Executive for Wholesale and Carrier Services at Vodacom. Shenge, it's great to see you again. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Thanks for having me, Aki.
No, it's a great pleasure. Listen, congratulations. Crowned the most trusted mobile network operator by My Broadband. What does that mean to be crowned this title? Because it's a very prestigious title, being the most trusted mobile network operator. And this is done recently by My Broadband. They recently did a survey, so it's not My Broadband that's saying it, it's the people that were surveyed. So congratulations. What does it mean?
It is an accolade we are very proud of, Aki. It talks to our strategy, which we are executing on, of becoming more than just a telco, but also a technology company. It's telling us that brands and corporates and wholesale partners are trusting us with their mission-critical businesses, and not just to connect them, but the insights that we give them and the value add that they get from things like our IoT services, cloud hosting and security. It's really a good space to be at, and we are humbled by the positive feedback we are getting.
Well, that's fantastic, because it talks to the incredible work that you've been doing. Now, in your role, you head up Vodacom's South Africa's wholesale strategy, right? What uniquely positions Vodacom as a top wholesaler service provider in South Africa?
Well, as you would know, that we've been playing this telco of telcos role, for instance, on products like mobile roaming, where we do provide connectivity, end-to-end services for other mobile networks in the country. It's well understood. We also provide things like undersea cable infrastructure, because we truly are from Cape to Cairo company. We basically are seeing a lot of hyperscalers and big players like the Googles and the Microsofts to trusting us to connect them globally. And above that, we obviously have the economies of scale on how we carry international voice, international roaming. We've got things like fixed wireless access. So we really do leverage, our network presence in all our opcos as well in Africa, but also the entire Vodafone footprint, but also the expertise and the learnings from those other markets. So we really are best positioned, and we have adopted a strategy of opening up even more, even our fiber infrastructure, basically connecting you from eThekwini to Gqeberha to Cape Town, and basically around the world. That is really where we're beginning to really focus in providing end-to-end connectivity and managed services.
Amazing stuff. Well, there's a fantastic legacy and history at Vodacom, and you guys certainly have that experience to do this. You've just recently signed your first MVNO partner. I found that quite interesting. It's Mr. Price Mobile. I'm trying to understand what motivated Vodacom to enter this industry, because let's be honest, it's an industry that's growing. There's a lot of MVNOs out there. What made you guys get into this business?
Well, it is a very exciting time for us indeed. We always had a strategy to enter this space, but we wanted to enter at the right time and enter for the right reasons. We also wanted to enter in a model where we partner more, we work more closely with the brands that we do this with, because for us it's a value creation strategy. If you look at Mr. Price, which is obviously a very reliable and reputable brand that we are very proud to work with, they are very good at what they do in the retail space. Now, if you take that and you couple it with our most reliable network, and then you start to couple their retail experience with our telco expertise, and we basically now create more value add, which we like to call 1 + 1 = 3, where they can now drive the telco insights that they see on the telco space to make better retail decisions, and that might drive sales, drive better loyalty, but also just understand your customer better. That's where we see the value, and that's how we're entering. And we're very excited about the conversations we're beginning to have with Mr. Price about how we move this forward and how we provide real additional value that basically is the best of both retail and telco.
Fantastic. So, Shenge, that's interesting. It's a great partnership, and you can see that there's quite a few benefits that comes from both. And of course, yes, I mean, what a brand, Mr. Price. They are a massive, massive South African brand retailer with, thousands and thousands of members. Now, to support your MVNO offering and partners like Mr. Price Mobile, you've actually built your own mobile virtual network enabling platform, I understand, known as MVNE. Could you touch on this and expand upon this and tell us what makes this a platform as a great option for a platform for this existing and prospective MVNO in this prospective market? And I guess you're going to be using this for other MVNOs in the future, right?
Absolutely. It again talks to our approach to really be a technology company. We understand that the success of the MVNO is not just how many SIMs they produce and how many megs and minutes are consumed. It's actually the MVNE, which you correctly said is the mobile virtual network enabler that enables the MVNO in the telco space. We basically build a telco within a telco environment for the MVNO. This is super important because if an MVNO goes and queues and get mixed with all our other consumer channels and products, the MVNO will not really stand out and have the voice and then the speed of execution that it needs. So what this really does, it puts all the right telco tools in the hands of the MVNO to the point where the MVNO can, on their own, obviously we assist where necessary, create their own products, create their own rate plans, change the rate plans, create bundles, create bundle completion, depletion sequences on their own. And we really see this as a key success criteria that enables the MVNO to really, without investing heavily on the telco infrastructure, but focusing on the customer value creation. And it then creates a seamless end-to-end single point of contact to say, Vodacom, give me the megs and the minutes, but give me the tools for success that integrate with all my customer acquisition retention channels. And basically, when the MVNO says, I've activated a SIM at, for instance, a teller, it doesn't mean it has sent a request. It has actually created it with its own customer relationship management system that is integrated into the MVNE platform.
Okay, that's very interesting. So it's almost like it's a standalone business, which is important, and it doesn't interfere with your current business platforms that you have. This is obviously very significant and a significant role with your MVNO and the MVNE offering. And the play that it will do within that Vodacom Wholesale and Carrier Service business unit. Now, moving forward, are you guys in talks with more potential MVNO partners? I'm sure you must be, because you've built this incredible platform. You must be looking for more business.
Absolutely. So connecting back to your previous question, of course, we've done the heavy lifting of making sure this platform touches all the touch points in the network, and it is well integrated with everything that you need to run a telco. So with that heavy lifting done once, we can now onboard multiple times in a much more simpler way because it has multi-tenancy, and that is exactly the strategy. And of course, without revealing too much, we are in multiple talks with a couple of other, MVNOs, whether you are already in the MVNO space. We definitely are interested in growing and participating meaningfully in this space. And like I said, more in a value creation model, which we've adopted as Vodacom.
Well, certainly very exciting times, and it's incredible how diverse a business Vodacom's wholesale business is. Talk to us about other future plans. I mean, the MVNO is a big one, but do you have any other exciting plans that you can share about the future of Vodacom's wholesale business? Where are you going over the next few months?
Well, we are definitely open for business. We are definitely looking to do much more than we're doing. We obviously just just outside the actual MVNE platform and the consumption of the megs and the minutes, we obviously have a lot of other value adds as well that we can support an MVNO with. Things like call center as a service, repair center as a service, devices, fixed wireless access, which is growing. We know that if you service a customer, you would like to be their provider with fiber at home, fixed wireless access, and then mobility, financial services, and many more. We basically encourage our MVNOs to have one wholesale account and basically do as much telco and related services as they can, because obviously with the economies of scale and all the insights you start to get when you integrate your core business with telco services and owning your customer digital journeys, that's where the value is. So we pretty much are adding on an ongoing basis one more service, and we want to really help our MVNOs, but our wholesale customers at large. Like I said, that we're beginning to see huge hyperscalers buying hosted capacity in country, buying fiber, buying network operations as a service, which is something we didn't initially think you can resell, but you're getting international companies saying, we do a lot of traffic in South Africa. We move a lot of data. We'd actually like to have presence, but we'd actually like you to host us there. But we'd like you to do spares management for our servers and those sort of things. We really are opening up, and there's definitely a lot more to do in wholesale.
Watch this space is what Shenge Buthelezi is telling us here. Shenge Buthelezi, Managing Executive, Wholesale and Carrier Services at Vodacom. Incredible stuff. Sounds like you've got a very full portfolio. I'm looking forward to catching up with you over the next few months and seeing which other MVNOs have signed on, which I've no doubt they will. And once again, congratulations on being crowned the most trusted mobile network operator by My Broadband. Shenge, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you so much, Aki. Really appreciate the time on your platform.